What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Zivzig and I'm back with a new video. So yeah, after a long time I am recording from my back camera because I think let's get a little bit good quality, right? Because it's been a long time since I haven't made video from my back camera which shoots in a little bit good quality than the selfie camera. Of course it would shoot, because this is 64 megapixel. I think 64 megapixel only works for images. 48 megapixel, that's what I am shooting myself, right? So this is I think this is it, right? So it's Saturday and today is day off, right? And within few days I'll have my interview, and so I have to prepare that. So for that reason I'm not going to install anything on my phone. I literally not going to do doom scrolling again, right? I was doing it, and literally it gets so hard when you start doing doom scrolling, and to get out of it, you really want to get out of it, but you just cannot, right? So yeah, and I have watched a lot of videos on this topic, and a lot of a lot of people who have managed, I mean, like, who have solved this problem, and they have given some, you know, ways to get out of this thing. And it's not going to be easy at first, right? But once you start, and personally, like, apart from this, right? So I'm just telling you something. Once you start, start doing something, it could be anything, even the things that you hate, right? So if you start doing those things, you just have to be consistent for a week, and after that it is part of you. No matter what, no matter how you feel, you will just, and it will feel easier, right? It doesn't matter what thing you are choosing. It could be, studying, right? Which is like memorizing answers, right? It is so hard for some people, and I'm one of them, right? But what I've realized, like, once I start doing this thing, memorization, like, I'm just giving you an example, right? So I could explain you better that once how can you do anything, right? So what happens whenever, like, usually when I'm not studying, my brain is not, like, it is not good at memorizing. I mean, like, I hate memorizing things, right? But when I start doing this, and I see the results, right? And it is getting pretty good day by day, right? And you get better, right? And this is what happens to me. So these days I'm getting pretty good, but you have to revise those things again and again so you won't forget. Okay, keep that in mind. If you don't revise, and if you don't just, if you only memorize for a moment, and then you I don't know how many days, like maybe 2 3 days, after 2 3 days you go and they just do try to write the answers and try to speak, right? So you won't remember, I guess, most of it, right? And if you do remember, then you've got really good brain. Congrats, my friend, right? But I haven't got, I don't get that, I don't have that kind of powerful brain. But really, I think it's not about the power of the brain. Everybody got brain, but somebody have the ability to memorize things for a longer time. And but you know what happened, and one thing that I noticed is, if I it is so hard at first to memorize things for me, but once I memorize and keep revise those things, I can remember those things for a little bit longer time. So I guess, and yeah, and I have heard about it a lot. Like, some people say, yeah, they agree with me, and some people say, like, they just memorize things too easily, but it is really hard for them to keep remembering those things, in the long period, right? But I think I have got the opposite of that. I can it takes me a lot of time, a little bit more time to memorize, and after doing a little bit, just a revision, right? So if I do study those things repeatedly for maybe for a couple of days, and then I will remember those things for a longer time. So this is my personal experience, and I don't know, like, if it is true or not. Like, I'm not a scientist, and it is just a personal experience that has happened to me, and I have experimented with myself, and the things that I've noticed, that which like this like this these are the whole things that I have seen in myself, right? And to be honest, like, I've been putting off my a lot of important tasks for a lot of time, right? So yeah, it's not going to be easy. If I do that, I would regret that a lot in the present moment, right? So I what I feel, I just need to start working on those things as well. And so there are a couple of things that I think I should do it every day, no matter what, because everything has a time. The time I was watching scrolling doing I was doing doom scrolling for a moment ago before coming here, right? So I could have use that time, learning new skills. Like, it could be content creating and editing. Like, it is content creating and editing are like, they are both the same things, right? It is a part Editing is the part of content creating, right? And I could be learning some acting skills, yeah. And these are my hobbies. I could be reading books, right? But I didn't do that. And yeah, I'm regretting that. But I don't let that regret to hurt me and to just overthinking me, right? Don't let those things don't let those things you to do that, right? Because that is not good, absolutely not good. And so just learn from your past experiences, and yeah, do your best, give your best, right? So it doesn't matter, like, you have wasted time, right? You are right here now, you are watching the video, and you can do it from now. The one of the best thing I've learned this year is this. I don't know, let's say you got up around 8 a.m. in the morning, right? And you just it like you wasted the whole day. It is 6 p.m. in the evening, and you are thinking, oh my god, I have wasted my whole day. What am I going to do? I didn't do any productive thing. I mean, like, I was doing a doom scrolling, I was playing video games with my friends, right? But no, yeah, you did that, right? And of course you will regret that thing, but don't let that regret ruin that the time that has I mean, like, that is ahead of you, right? So you could just study for after 6, instead of regretting that decision. Why don't you go and start beating those tasks that you think you should have done, like, during that day, right? Take a coffee. If you're feeling low on energy, just take a coffee. That's what I do whenever I feel low on energy, and go and do the study, right? So just to let so this is one of the best things, and there are a few more other things that I will tell you in another videos, right? To be honest, I just don't remember, but there are still a lot of things that I've learned this year. And yeah, I don't know how many minutes has it been, but I hope it's been more than 5 minutes. So I'm just turning off my phone right now. Oh my god, literally it's been 9 minutes, and I didn't even notice. Like, so this is that's why I love making videos from my back camera, because I don't realize like how many minutes has it been. So this is good, actually good idea, and I could push myself a little bit more without knowing that I'm pushing myself. So that is the magic of shooting from the back camera, right? So guys, see you tomorrow. Hope it's been 10 minutes, and nice to meet you. See you in the next video. Oh, there is still 15 seconds to go. There is still 15 seconds to go, right? So yeah, let's just try to speak a little bit more. And yeah, man, just start working on yourself, right? And just go to gym. If you can't go to gym, just start doing home workout. You could gain pretty good muscles, but the only thing you need is good dietitian, good diet, right? Just don't eat too much junk food. And I have recently stopped eating junk food, like, just not completely, but 95%, right? So alright, see you tomorrow. See you in the next one. Goodbye until tomorrow, until next time.